Some crumbs fall out of Demetrius's mouth as the two speak of dragons and the legendary Excalibur. Is there anything of note regarding Excalibur? I thought that was but a fable used to inspire children towards adventure. From what I recall, Excalibur is yet to be found, though rumors are flying of its existence. I believe that perhaps we may learn more after solving the puzzle of the round table. While at Hynafol, Merlin's chest was discovered and opened. Inside it was a note that spoke about the round table and the qualifications of those whom are worthy to sit there. The Way of Steel, which is a great debate that is taking place presently. The note reads that if we set people who fit the title correctly, that a lord will be summoned and a map will appear. No one knows as of yet who the lord is or what the map leads to, but again, rumors are pointing to Excalibur. Ophelia takes a sip of her delicious tea. I've written a copy of The Way of Steel and Merlin's note in my journal. I'll let you copy. Though I'm sure that Fulcrum has their own copy already there. Mayve huffs in frustration.
Yes, that damned puzzle. The amount of letters I've received providing some new perspective on the riddle's meaning, why, I could fill a library myself.
She returns her cup to her lips.
But yes, I agree that the map that will be revealed when we correctly fill the seats most likely will lead to Excalibur.
Demetrius calmly sips some tea. Ah, yes, the puzzle which you spoke of on our way to the island. I now recall. I do apologize for interrupting. I always do get excited when story becomes reality. Ophelia nods in agreement and takes a bite of a small cake. She wishes she could enjoy it to its fullest. However, the question she dreads asking about makes its sweetness seem dull. She washes it down with another sip of tea. It does concern me, though. While I was at both meetings of the table, it was a bunch of fingers pointing and tail chasing, like a bunch of children placing blame. No offense, Lady Mayve. I admire how you were able to keep your wits about you. To stay silent during the discussion was almost painful to one such as myself.
Well, I won't have you stay silent any more. Can you offer any insight? Something I can perhaps share with the others seated at the table? I fear our finger-pointing will only become worse the longer we go without progress.
A scowl.
As will any resentment that is festering, both amongst those seated and their guilds.
Ophelia takes another deep breath. The second night, Aelwyn, a Mandalar of Aluna, stepped forward to offer his assistance on shedding some light on the misplaced seats. He revealed that those who are currently seated all have a chance to prove themselves worthy of their seats. Soon after, people kept pointing fingers, everyone accusing and trying to defend themselves right then and there as though things would right themselves in one night. We have 1 year to have 10 individuals prove themselves worthy. If we fail, I feel it won't be only dragons we will be fighting. I believe that there are many at the table who are already worthy, but there are those in high question. The two highest are that of the Beggar King and Valstat. She trails off, then finds the courage to ask Mayve the question that was on her heart. Ready to hear this chapter of the story. What happened after the Imperium Empress was slain? Mayve sets down her cup, slowly, methodically, and folds her hands in her lap.
I want to preface by saying that at the behest of Admiral Rook, who crossed into Hynafol where and when this took place, no ill will is being held against Sir Velstadt by the March Wardens, just as Master Killian has received an imperial pardon from the Empress. No matter my personal feelings, that is the official outcome.
She takes a slight, shaky breath.
Unfortunately, I was not present at the Freehold camp during this event. My brother, however, was. He was spared to tell of the events that transpired. He says that he left our tent when he heard shouting. He saw Master Killian on the ground slain, and Master Magnus on top of him, also slain, though his wound appeared to have been in the back, implying he was turned away when he was stabbed. My brother did not recognize the others who lay dead, but Velstadt held him at sword point and told him to tell the Admiral that justice for the Empress had been given, or some such.
Ophelia felt the warm air of the port ever so slightly give way to the chill. as Lady Mayve confirmed the rumors that were whispering in the shadows. Ophelia was at the lodge when the attack was said to take place, and only heard about it the day after. While she was relieved that both sides were pardoned by the sake of diplomatic reasons, resentment and remorse still was at root here. No doubt not only in Lady Mayve's heart, but others who had seen and felt the aftermath of such acts on both sides. I'm glad, Lady Mayve, that tragedy has spared your brother that night. Was he the only survivor that was present? She asks in a quiet voice, hoping that further questions wouldn't upset her any further. Demetrius starts enjoying the cold cuts.